FanMade Network is a great well-known fan-made network that is owned by Mouseball Media, originally Tajmer Media held. But we need to talk about the predecessor of Tajmer Jr. No, we're not talking about Nick Jr. this time. We're talking about the random fan kids. But before Tajmer Network, and before Tajmer Jr., and before Cartoon Network, or probably after Cartoon Network, there was the Random Fan Kids. The Random Fan Kids was known in a few ways. One, an educational block for younger kids in the morning hour, and also a channel that existed internationally throughout the UK, New Zealand, and Ireland, and Russia, which is supposed to be for preschoolers, and now been relaunched as Tajmer Jr. Why? Why wasn't the Random Fan Kids? Why don't the Random Fan Kids don't exist anymore? And why did it evolve from the Random Fan Kids to Tajmer Jr.? We're going to find that out. The Random Fan Network was launched in 1990, and it's primarily focused airing shows aimed at kids ages 6 to 12 or 7 to 14, similar to Cartoon Network's demographic at the time, or Noggin's demographic at the time. And it airs much of the shows that it airs, like from Nickelodeon. You got programming from Nickelodeon like Pinwheel, as well as Today's Special, as well as some acquired Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Top Cat, Huckleberry Hound, Tom and Jerry, and even Tom and Jerry Kids. In 1992, Random RS was launched. Random RS is basically a throwback randomation block for the generations who grew up with old Hanna-Barbera shows, as well as seeing some older Nickelodeon shows. That's what its original purpose was when Random RS Network was launched in 1992. It stayed as a block on the Random Fan Network. However, it only airs on Saturdays. The Random Fan Network wanted to try out something new in 1996. In 1996, the Random Fan Network decided to make a weekday morning block of preschool programs, just like Cartoon Network. So, the Random Fan Kids was launched in September of 1996. Now, the Random Fan Kids at launch airs all the programs from Cartoon Network and Nick, like Eureka's Castle, Big Bag, Small World, and then the flopped and failed Cave Kids with Pebbles and Bam Bam, as well as the future shows like Petcolia, Hamtaro, and Sittin' Ducks. However, Hamtaro only lasted on the Random Fan Kids only for a few months before joining the Random Fan Network's regularly scheduled program, which was soon later been replaced by New Coordinated Network in 2002. By later in the 2000s, in late 90s, the Random Fan Network started declining from 1995 to 2002. Despite having a great early success, the network struggled its focus from their original ages, female and male, 6 to 12 demographic, to a broader 8 to 13 range, or 2 to 14 range. It was the network's attempt to attract a preschool and a teenage audience. In 1997, the network aired some of the programs on Cartoon Network, which are cartoons such as Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, and Cow and Chicken, soon later in the near future, which they did not belong on the Random Fan Network, because Cartoon Network is the place for them. It's cartoons for a reason. That's their Cartoon Network moniker. The Random Fan Network even had a nice, great lineup during its last season in 2002. Nickelodeon was currently making newer Nicktoons by later on, like Doug, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, and as well as some live action shows such as All That, as well as many other live action shows. By 2001, Nickelodeon announced a new partnership with Taj Merville's Cartoon Network. We already know they're rivals, but just pretend they're just partnering up to create a new fan-made subscription-based fan-made channel for big kids and teenagers. In 2002, the Random Fan Network was rebranded and was renamed as Tajmer Network. However, originally, back in 2000, the Random Fan Network was replaced by Random Artist Network. Some of the Random Fan Network channels were launched in fan-made countries as well as Tajmerville. So some of the Random Fan Network fan-made channels get a two year lifespan. So the Random Fan Network met its end when it, along with its affiliated stations, was replaced by Tajmer Network. Internationally and also in Tajmerville, the Random Fan Network lived on for 2 more years until March 27th, 2002, when Nick, along with MTV Networks, partnered with the Tajmerville's Time Warner to make Tajmer Network. So internationally, the Tajmer Network fan-made channel replaced all the Random Fan Network blocks and channels. And in the US, at first, Tajmer Network coexisted with Nick as a programming block on Tajmerville's Nickelodeon, and even had blocks on Cartoon Network and Boomerang at the time before getting its own official fan-made standalone channel. When the Random Fan Network was launched that time, it inherited much of the same content from Cartoon Network and Nick, but soon later, when Tajmer Network was launched, it inherited much of the same content that aired on Cartoon Network and Nick, just like Boomerang. By later, it would make its own original programming head on later on in the modern times. Yeah, when the Random Fan Network became Tajmer Network, it's the same fan-made channel, but with Nick and Cartoon Network shows together. We already know it's supposed to be fun when they were rivaled. The shows that were picked to join Tajmer Network were SpongeBob, Hey Arnold, Doug, the original Doug from Nickelodeon, and not Disney's Doug. And then there is Kenan and Kel, Rocko's Modern Life, SpongeBob SquarePants. I think I already mentioned him. Angry Beavers, Kablam. Yeah, you get the point from Nickelodeon's old live action and Nicktoons at the time. And from Cartoon Network, you get Samurai Jack, Codename Kids Next Door, the original Ben 10, a few other shows from the 2000s. April Fool's Day 2002. It was the Random Fan Kids, its first day on the Tajmer Network. For the 2002-2003 fall lineup, some shows from Cartoon Network and Nick, which are preschool related, were moved to the Random Fan Kids on the Tajmer Network. Yeah, Small World and Cave Kids continued to air on the Random Fan Kids from May until September 2002 to 2003. By December 23rd, 2003, both of those programs were no longer on the Tajmer Network or the Random Fan Kids. The Random Fan Kids lost rights to Small World to the Mouse Ball 61, which already launched in 1999. the Mouse Small 61 continued to air Small World until the network itself got rid of it back in 2011. Seriously, it only aired on the random FanMade Network for a little bit, and then it disappeared and was moved to the Mouse Small 61 network, and then it lost the rights to it back in 2011. Now, the shows that were picked to join the Random Fan Kids on the Tysra Network are Allegra's Window, Little Bear, Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, the big two breakaway hits from Nick Jr., Dora the Explorer, and Blue's Clues, 1996. And then later on, we got Ni Hao Kai Lan, etc. Yeah, that's right. Some of the Nick Jr. shows were syndicated from Nick Jr. were moved to the Random Fan Kids on Tysra Network. Yeah, the Random Fan Kids was still solid and golden, and it's still keeping up that edge, even when the Random Fan Network went away. Even Outright Kids WB, even though it was moved to the CW back in 2006. The 2013-2014 lineup was the next new lineup. I think the 2013-2014 lineup was the last final season for the Random Fan Kids. Before 2016, before it transformed into the Tysra Jr. The fall season lineup started in 2014, or I think in 2013. I'm sorry, back in 2013, it was Paw Patrol's first time being on the Random Fan Kids as reruns at the time. The Backyard gets returned for their final run on their reruns. Ni Hao Kai Lan. This was sadly Ni Hao Kai Lan's last final few reruns before phasing out of existence before the Random Artists Network partnership merge. And sadly, it was Dora the Explorer's last final rerun on the block as well. Then there were new shows like Tickety Talk, as well as the Fresh Beat Band and Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah, some people controversially don't like Yo Gabba Gabba. I know a lot of people out there don't like Yo Gabba Gabba, but I still like it. On September 2nd, 2013, Tysra Network announced that they would be discontinuing the Random Fan Kids through a joint venture with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network due to fierce competition from preschool rivals such as the new Disney Junior and the Nick Jr. channel and the Nick Jr. block on Nickelodeon and lack of children's advertisement. Yeah, that's just like Kids WB. It was discontinued due to fierce competition and lack of advertising. The Random Fan Kids on the Tysra Network aired for the last time in October 2014. The last lineup for the Random Fan Kids was trash. You got back-to-back Dora the Explorer, Ni Hao Kai Lan, and you have a marathon of Ni Hao Kai Lan all together. Oh my gosh, that's not right. Even reruns of Eureka's Castle that ran from December 31st to August 8th was enough to save the Random Fan Kids' lineup. Reruns of older Nick Jr. shows started airing on Random Artists Network starting on October 7th. October 2014, the day and the year and the month, the Random Fan Kids became the Random Artists Network on the Tysra Network. Dora the Explorer remained on Random Artists Network until December 4th, 2014, and reruns continued to air on Random Artists Network, the standalone channel. The show returned for reruns on the new Tysra Jr. starting in September 2016. Dora the Explorer ended on Random Artists Network in 2020 on its standalone FanMade channel. Nihao Kailan remained on Random RS Network until September 6th, 2015. Reruns also aired on the Mouse 161 network for a little bit and then it disappeared. Paw Patrol remained on Random RS Network until January 31st, 2017. The new season premiered on Nickelodeon later on from 2017. Tom and Jerry Kids remained on Random RS Network until February 29th, 2016. The reruns premiered on the Tajra Jr. in the UK. Yeah, but it was sadly cancelled due to disagreement troubles between Time Warner UK and Nickelodeon in the UK. Well, that sucks. Random RS Network, back from 2017 to 2020, had nothing but its own only first and only original show, The Go Animate House, and got nothing but shows from YouTube, 4Kids TV, and Kids WB. They brought in Coco Melon back from 2017 or something, according to Kenny Vella 2003. And it's all thanks to this old president named James Rabbit. We already know that James Rabbit already screwed up with Tajra Network because of the extremely controversial stuff. Because this is when Random RS Network did what previous President Scott and Lizzie said they wouldn't do: become a network, a randomated network that airs Baby Shark music video shorts. Now, we already had a total of a few Baby Shark music video shorts under James Rabbit's watch. These included If Sharks Are Happy, the Baby Shark song from Pink Phone Kids Songs and Stories. What else? The Happy Birthday Baby Shark, as well as the Christmas themed Baby Shark stuff, and Be Happy with Baby Shark, and a few others. Now, the problem with those is that none of those didn't even last more than a year, except the main Baby Shark song, which lasted 5, or somehow lasted for 5 years, or nowadays is now lasting for 2 years. I don't know where that launched on Random RS Network. And the thing is that none of these music videos on Random RS Network never really got good ratings. That's sound familiar from Cartoon Network to you guys? Some Baby Shark music videos got canceled just after a few days or months after their inception. Reruns of them aired on Tajra Jr. in A Braddock on Tajra Network A Braddock in the midday block, as well as reruns of them in Tajra Jr. Latin America, as well as Tajra Jr. in the United Kingdom, aka the UK. Then Random RS Network was renamed to Shark Tunes, and then Shark Tunes became Tajra Jr. As of right now, the Random Fan Kids is now kicking Butowski now as Tajra Jr., and its legacy is still going up. Nowadays, Tajra Jr., aka the Random Fan Kids, is still kicking in Nick Jr. in the Butowski today. So, because of its diverse programming, variety, epitome of variety programming, even with YouTube kid channels, Lucas the Spider and Baby Shark, even though Tajra Network don't care about any money, and also having diverse of older Disney and Discovery Kids programming. Now it's all water under the bridge, because now that the Random Fan Kids has been rebranded as Tajra Network, it could be having a chance to shine. And also, the Random Fan Kids, now Tajra Jr. has its own original series, which became a big breakaway hit, which is the Plotagon animated series produced by Tajra Network Studios, Plotagon Studios, and Alliance Atlantis Kids. Tajmer Jr.'s Big Show, produced in 3D animation partnership with Polygon Studios, scripting by Alliance Atlantis, along with their partnership with Pink Farm parent company Smart Study. The Random Fan Kids back from 1996 wasn't perfect in its old days, but it's now still kicking in all major preschool fan-made kid channels today as Tyler Jr., as its lifespan became a huge success. So nowadays the block is now airing from 8 a.m. to 12 or 1 p.m. on weekdays and Fridays, with an additional hour now on Fridays, now airing from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So now that they have Fireman Sam in the U.S. with a U.S. dub of Bob the Builder and new series Clifford the Big Red Dog. No, not the reboot, the 2000 classic series. I don't like the reboot. It doesn't look very good to me. Even quality-wise, Tajmer Jr. is still much a good success in the USA. The majority of people liked it. Because of their diverse of programming, the Friday mornings lineup felt very good, and their fall lineup seems pretty awesome. And also, Tajmer Jr.'s Big Show has its own second season. Yeah, good news. It got renewed for a second season. Newer upcoming Tajmer Jr. new series are going to be coming as well. With the brand new sneak peek of The Adventures of Oscar Rabbit. So, what do you guys think of this history video? Very good to you? Let's all talk in the comments to see what you guys think of this.